And he did some, as you watch the video, you'll notice he did some things that were very positive, and I always like to start positive. So I want to mention, nice introduction you had. I like how you had kind of an interesting fact about the bird itself, just to kind of get our attention. And you'll also notice the graphics. Did you guys like the graphics? Mm-hmm. He had some nice pictures throughout the presentation, nice background. And you'll also notice that under each picture he had a citation, which is just the short version of the website. And then at the end he put his references. Yeah, and you notice up here that he referenced his pictures. And then at the end of the presentation, on his reference page, he put the longer link. Yeah, as you see at the end here, he put a link. And we were following APL format, which he did, which is very cool. I don't know if you can get a good shot of this, but you'll notice he put the author's last name, and then the first name, and then the link. The only thing, okay, so some of these may not have had dates, but you'll even see the date up here on some of these. There's a nice website called the Purdue Owl that these guys are aware of that you can go to see how to do APL format. And everything looks really nice on his format. And that's important. If you want to create a PowerPoint presentation that could be used by other academians or just another student that wants to go and find your information, that's how you do it. And it's useful for someone else to use the information in your presentation that way. And you're giving credit where credit's due. Also, I wanted to mention, Esteban used a lot of good vocabulary in his presentation, and you used it correctly. The only thing at the beginning, you were talking a little bit fast, and some of the a couple times I was having a tough time catching the words. So maybe you were a little bit nervous at the start. Just slow down a little bit. And it seemed like you relaxed as you went along. And anyway, that was just one little thing with the vocab. Also, okay, so in general, excellent presentation. It looked great, great citations. One thing, by the way, your grammar is strong. I only caught one time where you left an article out, which is fantastic. So let me just kind of run down this. Your pronunciation, again, great. You have an accent, but accents are cool. There's no problem with an accent as long as we can understand you. I can understand you, just maybe slow down a little bit. Fluency, you're speaking at a comfortable rate. I think the average American could understand you. That's great. Content, you had great content. Did you guys enjoy it? Did you learn anything about the bird? Yes. It was interesting, informative, so good job on the content. The organization and coherence, it was well organized. You'll notice he had a title slide with his title to his presentation, his name, the date, the class name, and then the teacher's name on it. And then a second slide was an outline of what he was going to say. And then each slide thereafter, he had the main point at the top with his points. So it was very well organized. And he stuck to his plan, the plan that I gave him, actually. And also he used the rule of 6, which means he didn't have more than 6 words for each slide and each point. Yeah, I think that Esteban has a good mastery of the language, as it's on the criteria here. You use grammar correctly. You use complete sentences. And then presentation skills. You didn't actually, did you use notes? Did you have your little...
Yeah, I just use them if I forgot something. I review just at the final.
Yeah.
At the end of the presentation.
Okay, great. And you'll notice he just uses a small notepad. And I think see what I'm doing right here? Don't do that. I have a big piece of paper. What happens is you end up doing this number, or you end up setting it down and looking at it. So we always try to use a 3x5 card. So good job on that, Esteban. And that's about all I have to say. Good job. Thanks.